Central Coast News right now.
Fire season intensifies around the Central Coast, keeping firefighters on their toes and very busy. Good evening, everybody. Glad you could be here. I'm Nicole Chavez. We do begin tonight with a fire alert around the Central Coast as a number of fires break out throughout the region today. We start with a string of small fires that broke out near Mount Madonna Park along the Santa Cruz and Santa Clara County line. Air tankers could be seen dropping fire retardant over the area around noon. Firefighters say the biggest fire grew to more than 10 acres, while others were about 2 acres. A number of homes were threatened on Summit Road, which is a neighborhood quite familiar with the fire danger.
There's always fear. I think we fear our insurance rates are going to go up again, or we won't be able to get insurance, but mainly just that everybody's safe. You wonder how it started again, whether it's equipment or carelessness or who's doing this. We just said last night we were concerned with the temperature and the high winds, that it was a recipe for a fire.
Now, just as those fires were being contained, another fire broke out east of Gilroy along the Pacheco Pass. This fire began near the Casa de Fruta Parkway. It's burning dry grass. Santa Clara firefighters say it started from a car that caught fire in a collision. It's quickly grown to about 650 acres, but it's about 50% contained. Right now, one lane is open on Highway 152 at Bell Station Road.
We've gone back a couple ridges to the east, and we're going to be putting in some line and hopefully firing that out to be able to fight fire with fire. Hoping the winds stay the way they are. If they turn around on us, that's going to cause us some problems. The humidity is not forecasted to come back up tonight, so it's going to stay dry through the evening, and we're just trying to get resources. We're competing with other fires in the state.
And plumes of smoke were seen over Seaside this afternoon as a wildfire broke out in the former Fort Ord. This fire was located inside the so-called impact area where old Army munitions were cleared. It grew to a handful of acres but produced plenty of smoke around the bay. And a fourth new fire broke out in Carmel Valley around 5 o'clock tonight. With all of the firefighters working in the area, resources were quickly dispatched to Robinson Canyon Road to get this fire under control. It grew to about 2 acres, burning mostly heavy brush and dry grass. No homes were threatened, though. And all this took place as the Gloria fire continues to burn in the hills east of Soledad. However, firefighters there say conditions have improved enough that evacuations and road closures were lifted today. Certain spots in the fire-affected area remain without power because of burned power poles. Right now, the Gloria fire is about 60% contained. And even with the improving situation, firefighters remain vigilant in keeping the Gloria fire from spreading. Most of the fire's activity was focused toward the north and eastern edges and is still in pretty rough terrain. It's burned nearly 6,500 acres and is expected to be contained on Monday. Afternoon winds brought a number of flare-ups that were quickly put down.
These are just probably little pockets or islands of unburned fuel within the fire, and the reason we monitor those so close, though, is because what will happen is all the embers will start flying in the air, and then it'll get across the line. We don't want the embers going across the line.
And the new and ongoing fires here on the Central Coast, just part of the overall fire danger hitting the state right now. Down in Southern California, crews are taking on a pair of major wildland fires. You're looking at live pictures right now down at the Station Fire. It's burning along the San Gabriel Mountains. It's tripled in size today to more than 20,000 acres. Some 1,000 homes there have been evacuated. Firefighters say it may take them more than a week to get that fire under control. Another wildfire is burning along the coast in Rancho Palos Verdes. That fire's threatening dozens of high-end homes. And let's turn now to PJ Javahari for a look at how the conditions around California are looking. And PJ, hot temperatures did not help firefighters today.
Not whatsoever. And we're talking about extreme heat now. Record temperatures going down one after another the last couple of days here. And the numbers just keep coming in across the Central Coast. And take a look. Of course, we have to talk about the fires. What are the conditions? This is exactly what the firefighters really depend on, the forecast, to see what's on tap the next 24 hours. So there you go. Temperature is going to be cooler tonight, 57 to 60 degrees, and by tomorrow, still a fairly warm day, 93 to about 100 degrees, sunny skies. Humidity, that's the moisture content, going to slightly increase. 25% right now, should get up to about 45% by tomorrow night. And if you've been watching the last couple nights, it's been about 7 to 15%. So this is a lot right here. And then the winds, a northwesterly direction that is conducive to pushing the smoke and the fire towards the south and southwest. And that's going to stay that way the next couple of days. So as far as spreading and the fire weather behavior being erratic, doesn't look like it's going to happen this time around. And the temperatures today, record highs. Take a look. Gilroy 102, San Jose at 100 degrees, Carmel Valley a new record at 104 degrees today. Big Sur and Hollister come in with new records. QuickCast shows your temperatures cooling off a little bit tomorrow. We'll have the detailed forecast here in a few minutes.
All right. Thank you very much, PJ. Well, here's a fact check on the fires burning around the state right now. Earlier today, Lieutenant Governor John Garamendi declared a state of emergency for Mariposa County as it deals with a pair of wildfires there. LA and Monterey counties are already in states of emergency, and Governor Schwarzenegger will survey some of the fire damage himself. He's heading to the Station Fire in Southern California tomorrow.